What's what's good, y'all? Just came back from winning Yu-Gi-Oh Day on Saturday. Cape Fear Games, pretty cool place. First time I've ever been there. I was just there for the beach, and I won. I went 4-0. We played the structure deck tournament, and only lost one game all day. So since everyone knows what's already in the structure deck, I'm just gonna explain like what I think are like the best cards and like worst cards and whatnot, and like how my experience was. So the best cards for me this weekend were these. Card D is 100% the best card in the deck. It's the 3+1. If you go second, also I always go second because like the format's so slow and the extra like card matters. And if you just open this going second, it's just like insane. Mirror Force Torrential, Dark Lord just board wipes. If your opponent's bad, they play into these like just get rid of. You get so many pluses off these. These cards are also insane. Supply Squad, if you play it correctly, just like literally gets you infinite advantage. You have to get it off the field as soon as possible. Burn the Mighty, cards really insane. If you have it and they don't, like you can just beat over everything. It's just like really broken. Marshmallow helps you stall. This card like saves so many games for me. Barbaros, it's really big and it has a crazy tribute effect, and it works with like stuff like Call the Haunted, and like if you book a moon it or something, or they book a moon and then you like mirror force your guy, it's always really cool. So he's good. Draco Nat, like the one like tour guy of the deck, just helps you make pushes. It's really good. Makes Honeybot one turn. Link Slayer, Cyber Dragon, but it's 2000 and it pops. It's Twin Twister once per turn, so like that effect's just insane. So it's really big and it's Twin Twister, so like yeah. Thrasher is also really big. The 2100 body, just I really like it. Just it's 2100, and like you can always drop it. Like versus Cyber Dragon, you can sometimes clog your hand. For the really bad cards, I guess I'm just gonna go through that real quick. Worst card in the deck is Galaxy Serpent. And Bitron's good is bad too, but this is just so bad. At least he has a high defense. He's so bad. This is like a target for Draco Nat. You don't want to know these. Roddy Captain's also pretty bad. You don't ever really want to like double summon. Like he's really small and the effect doesn't really matter. Same with him. He's really small. He is kind of cool sometimes. He just gets extra damage in, but usually he just gets killed afterwards. So it's too small. And in my opinion, the worst two cards. Phoenix Chain's really bad because now they need to link with their monsters after you finish it. So I'm not really. This is kind of probably the worst trap of the day. And then Book of Moon is just kind of bad too, because like I mean, I don't really like it in this format. Like there's not really any flip effects to abuse. I guess with me the Raikou is cool, but like, everything else is kind of mediocre. I mean, you can't book the links, so like that really sucks. Everything else is just kind of average. Just a few key things to note. Drawing these two together is shit. Yeah, but this card's really important. You want to keep it up and help you recycle your grave. And don't forget about the effect, because you will deck out. One guy decked out because he didn't use it. You understand, it's really good, but like they literally always kill the monster. So there's so many like traps, ways to get rid of shit. That, like, I mean, this is really good for game pushes though. Lance is pretty cool. Gets around the other back row. It's pretty versatile. I might say it's one of the better cards. Compulse is decent. Get your links. Ring is good. Sometimes like it's kind of dead though in the game. Call is really insane with Barbaros, but like other than that, it was just kind of meh. I feel like this card's insane, but I never really drew it. Like I didn't draw this card like a lot, so I don't know. Bottomless is alright. Gets rid of links. It's pretty good. MST is important against certain things like their field spell. Yeah, it's pretty good. Reincarnation gets back certain things, so that's cool. The -1 is kind of bad though, so it's kind of average. Raikou is average. It kills anything, which is good, but like Deco can negate it, and like whatchamacallit, the mill's bad because you can mill your power cards, which I'll get to later. The other stops a few key things like Barbaros and Draco Nat, so it's cool. Cyber Dragon, I put it in here because I don't think it's as good as Photon Thrasher. I think this card is being level 5 is kind of meh sometimes. Because you have to tribute summon if you have monsters. Scarecrow and Battlefair are both the same boat. This card's probably a little better. Because it's actually like tribute fodder and stuff. This is kind of big, 2000 beater. It's pretty good. Fang is a floater. He's always just get run over, but like he searches anything, so it's always pretty good. Zarion is kind of small actually, but it pierces all Marshmallow, which is really important. Prairie Bandit is like good and bad. Like if you can mill too many power cards and you lose access to them. But like getting deeper is always like kind of good, I guess. This guy's really insane late game, getting back decode. But if you don't draw him late game, then like I guess he's kind of okay. He's like a beater, but I would gladly trade the Yugioh out for an opponent's rank ladder because it's so important late game to get back decode. One guy actually did a really stupid thing. Like he was one card from decking out. He just kept putting this back in deck and summoning every turn. He used the field spell and he just summoned this every turn and get back decode after I killed it, which was like kind of still silly. Duality, like probably the most well-rounded card in the whole deck. Really, really good. It should probably be in the good pile actually. And so is Jar Hour. Jar Hour is insane. This card just like recycles your power cards. If you after your opponent plays around them, just make him play around it again. Very, very good card. Dark Bright. It's really important for game pushes, but like the neg one sucks, so you have to use it on something stupid. And then for the links, Link Spider is just really just like a gateway card. Honeybot's good, it's big I guess, but like the effect is kind of meh, because you can't really get like pointing to the left and right. This is like the boss monster of the deck. Getting out as soon as possible is good, but like, there's so many outs that like you want to make sure you play this, get it out at the right time, don't neg too much. Yeah. So I guess that was my little rant on the event. It was pretty good, pretty skillful. Games usually last like 10, 15, maybe 20 turns, sometimes longer. Yeah, I think it's pretty skillful. There's no like Pot of Greed, Magician of Faith bullshit like in Goat. I think like I played out a lot of like bullshit situations, and there's a little bit of sacking like late game if you just like draw really well, which I did against one guy and drew like Dark Hole like twice when I needed it. But other than that, I think the format's really good. Yeah, I would definitely like to do more of these in the future.